if this is working. I had people on the other. This is why I don't do lives. Hang on. Okay. Maybe somebody will show up. Exit this and go to new live. Okay. So I'm going to do that same thing so I can see you all. There it is. Hey, hello, Shay Kitty. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Tammy. I'm so sorry, guys. I should have been on a long time ago, so it's going to be short because I got an appointment at noon. Okay, that's me talking to myself. All right. I hope everybody's sound level is low. You know why? Because thank you, Juno. Because my microphone, I threw it in a fit of rage, and now I can't find my little. Okay, we're gonna make do. Hang on. Okay. I hope you can hear me all right. All right. Hey, Core, how you doing, Core? Jennifer Cooper. Woohoo. All right. Much better, much more better sound. Hi, Sheila. All right, so I had some things to read on, so this is going to be short, as I said, cause. Uh-oh, Hippin City Karma? Karma? What does that mean? All right, some things to read on. If you guys want to put questions in all caps, I'll try to get to them, but I have enough questions, I think. Number one, I wanted to read on some Earth news because I thought this was kind of cool that I just read. So I live on the western coast of California, in between San Francisco and LA. And there is a local tribe called the Chumash Indians, Chumash tribe. And I read on them before with the Diablo nuclear power plant that is part of their indigenous lands. And we get to have a nuclear power plant on it where they get to dump all their nuclear wastes. Well, this tribe is trying to organize one of the largest, if not the largest, marine sanctuary in the country. And it's being started by, managed by the Chumash and local tribes in NOAA. So I just want to see if it's going to be successful on there. It's going to be 7,600 square miles of marine sanctuary. That's bigger than Yosemite. Yeah. So let's just pull some cards on that. I'm going to use my Sacred Earth Oracle cards. And the cards that I got is Alliance. So we, as old white guys, use land for our benefit. We just take. We drill holes in it so that we can get oil, so that we can make gas, so that we can stick them in our Lamborghinis, right? The Chumash tribe had a different alliance with the land, which is more of, you know, it's more of a reciprocal and respectful use of land. There is a big shift coming, and this also can be using Noah and the different tribes. There is a big shift coming that is going to bring a little magic to the land. They're going to bring all sorts of things together to make this happen. So I'm seeing it as a yes. And that's very exciting. I think what the Biden administration has done... Hey, Nancy. I can't be on long. I have an appointment in a little bit. So anyway, getting back to the Chumash and the Marine Sanctuary. One of the things that I'm so proud of with the Biden administration is how he is working with indigenous people of America. We got a long way to go, but it's better than it was. So, okay. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Okay. So some of the things I wanted to read on that were in the news that kind of popped out at me. I've been seeing the term weaponization a lot, not just in Jim Jordan's thing, but it's like, when are we going to get away from the weaponization of things? Hello from Texas. Yeehaw. You know, I got to say, for Texans, they got some really good music. If you're into Texan music, Lyle Lovett and his big band. Woo. Yeah. So yeah, Cora was saying words are power, and so we have this weaponization going back to that. When are we going to stop? When are we going to have, what's the opposite of weaponization? Peacefulization. But Jim Jordan's weaponization is just an S show. He brought some FBI guys in, and it turns out that they were being paid by who? Kash Patel of Trumpland. You know, but Jordan will just keep going. Blah, 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 blah. He just got to turn it off. Yet, he is part of our government. So it's kind of, I guess we got to listen to him, I guess. I don't know. When are we going to, it's probably an ET question. When is the planet, is there hope for the planet? Let's start off with that easy question. Is there hope for the planet if we stop using words like weaponization? Just one card. 4 wands. It's a celebration. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, so there goes my show, because I was going to be talking about politics and we're all going to go down south, and I can't do it because I'm just adding more to the weaponization. Okay. All right. What is it? Oh, am I skipping? Am I freezing? I am buying a new computer. I am. So, okay. Let's take a look at some of the things that was in the news. Oregon. this is kind of cool. They created a law that said you can't have over, I don't know, 10 unexcused absences as a Senate, as a senator, as a congressperson. And so the Republicans, they're having all these unexcused absences. And if you have a certain number of unexcused absences, then you are prevented. They created a law. You cannot run for office for next term. It's like, okay, that kind of makes sense. So all these Republicans are walking out and they're kind of holding the Oregon government from doing their job. They can't pass any laws. They can't, and the Oregon government is trying to do some women's health care laws and gun laws, and Republicans aren't showing up. So, it's an S show out there. And the Republicans are saying, we stand for the right, we're standing for, and they listed all these reasons why they're standing, and they all look like Democratic reasons: for fair wages, for the rights of Americans, for homelessness. I'm like, who's saying this? It was the Republicans. It's like, then get in there and do your job. Get in there, please. So, and Oregon has to pass a budget. Oh, again, our debt ceiling. What the hell? I knew it was going to be a fight. I knew it. It's going to go down to the wire. Let's quickly look at Oregon. Are you going to get your government together? Are the Republicans going to start doing their job? I think that's the answer. It's, and I don't want to label it on one group, but Democrats are there talking, so, okay. Oregon government. And this is not just Oregon, it's the whole country. This is just a snapshot of what we're dealing with. Oregon government. 3 cards. No, 6. 3 cards. Are they going to get their budget passed by June? Are they going to get their budget passed? And I'm sure that there is a huge vacation in the midst of all of this, right? That, I don't know, those Republicans and, not Republicans, the senators and Congress people have more vacations. Are they going to get it passed? Whew. It's going to... Ay, ay, ay. You know what? I think they are. I've got the Knight of Wands, which is forward-looking, this Knight of Wands, and it feels like that's a Democratic card, but there's, people banging the drums, and it's being challenged by the Tower, which is, let's just tear everything down. At the top of the reading, I have the King of Cups, a more measured, calming approach to getting this done. It is a burden. It's the 10 of Wands. But in this deck, and I'm using my Light Seers deck, yeah, they're moving on. But it's not easy. It should be so much more easy. At the base of the reading is the budget, the giving and receiving. So, yeah. And let's look at let's just do a deep dive into our current U.S. debt crisis, which shouldn't be a crisis, right? So, hello everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. 133 in the House. I kind of pushed it off a little bit. I saw that there were a couple of people doing lives, so I didn't want to infringe on them, so I gave them an hour. And I figure if they talk for over an hour, who would ever do that besides me? Okay. Let's see. What's this standoff about? You know, now the McCarthy said, oh, hell no, we got to pause where the Democrats are asking for too much. It's like, we just need to pay our bills. This is you're talking budget, you're not talking debt. It's like, we have a credit card, we used it. Whether that was right or wrong. I saw on NPR that the interest now is 103% of gross national product. 103. I mean, yeah, we need to worry. We need to work on this, but not right now. Not at this moment. We need to, I mean, because what's going to be worse? Having a government shutdown, defaulting on our debt. I mean, we still haven't recovered from the last time they were playing this game and our credit rating got reduced from AAA. That hasn't changed. Okay, sorry. I was ranting. Oh, Teresa, she goes, let's have the rich pay as much as the middle class. Oh, come on now. Come on. But I am going to donate a couple of Lamborghinis since I can't afford the gas or the insurance. Let's just have some of the mega corporations just start paying taxes. Start paying. Okay. McCarthy, and the debt ceiling. Even Josh Hawley, as he was running around Congress, was saying, we're not going to default. Yeah, well, Josh, you're not in Congress, so talk to your buddy. Okay, not Josh. McCarthy, are you going to give in? Are you going to give in and pass? Are we going to not go into default? Are we not going to go into default? Ace of Wands, that's always good to start off with. Knight of Pentacles. McCarthy walking away, dropping money. I hope he just goes, yes, yeah. Two of Wands, I think yes. Nine of Swords in the past. So far, that's good. At the top of the reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune. She's still balancing a little bit, you know. It's like light and dark, still balancing. But in this card, she's smiling. So let's go. And the potential near future. Oh my God. The moon. The moon. Let me just keep going with this. I see this as a yes card, even though, I don't know, because as these cycles happen, we're going into, is today a new moon? I think today's a new moon. So as the full moon comes out, she's going to come up. Let's just keep going. Yeah. So internally, I have the Sun card. Externally, I have the Devil, which is McCarthy playing with us. And that's the debt. And he's just playing it like a puppet. like the puppet he is. Four Swords in the hopes and fears position. Is this retreat? Is this, oh, help us, please, please, please? And the final outcome is the Four of Pentacles. This is good because we have to get our spending under control a little bit. So maybe there'll be some good news out of this, that McCarthy is like bringing it to the light, possibly. And we have the Six of Wands riding in as a winner, as a clarifier, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, it's, I'm still feeling intuitively that Biden is going to have to give something, but we're going to get past this. Whew. Okay. But dang, why do they need to raise our blood pressure so much? Right? Okay. So, hey. Oops. Come on. Hang on one second. I don't know why. Hang on. Never mind. Somebody's comment got hidden and I tried to light it up, but I don't know. Okay. Here we go. I have other questions. If you guys have some questions too, Disney. You guys want to read on Disney, or are you guys sick of Disney? Are you sick of DeSantis and Disney? When I've read on Disney before, the first time DeSantis started picking a fight with Disney, I go, what? Are you crazy? Steamboat Willie, you're gonna poke Steamboat Willie? Lots of emojis, Mona. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Disney. When I lived in Burbank, I lived right down the street from Disney. We'd go walk. I could say hi to Mickey Mouse and all that. There was a lot of positive and negative reviews about Disney. One of the Disney's animators lives next door to me. A lot of negative news coming out of his mouth. Huge, I mean, they're just huge. They're a big corporation. They have big money behind them, whether they're right or wrong. I think they pay their fair share in taxes, though. But anyway, back to Disney and DeSantis. So it's all about the don't say gay. And I think that was what kicked it off. And Disney now was going to build a campus in Florida, a Disney campus that was going to cost like $17 billion. Is that right? I think it is. Let me look on my phone. And they were going to, it was a $1 billion campus, but they also had plans for an additional $17 billion to be invested in Florida. They pulled $1 billion, said, we're not building the campus. Teresa, I worked off the 134 freeway. Yeah, the 134 east. Yeah, I lived up in a little teeny apartment in Glendale, which is off of, was it 134, 101? I think up 210. I don't know. The freeways down in LA are so goofy. So I'm off the one here that goes into the 101, that goes into the 134, that goes into the 210, and who cares? Quiet, Danny. Focus. Disney and DeSantis. Let's ask, is this going to blow up in DeSantis's face? I say yes. Yeah, that's right, Luna. How much money is behind Disney? Makes you wonder is how much money is behind DeSantis. So, you almost need to ask, can Disney afford to just shut down Disney World in Florida? Is it Disney World? I think it's World. Disneyland down here in Anaheim. Is this going to bite Ron DeSantis? Is this going to just blow up in his face, his fight with Disney? What's the 411 for DeSantis when he picked a fight with Disney? We have the Queen of Cups. This is an interesting card for me, and just the first one of reading, because this is DeSantis's energy. He's kind of going, I got this. I can do this. But in the Queen of Cups, there's not so much in this cup, but in other traditional decks, there is a lid on top of the cup. So there's kind of like a surprise element here. Also in this deck, he's a little bit underwater. Uh-oh. It's being challenged or crossed by the Two of Wands. What do you think? Should I do this? Should I not do this? And here is the World, Disney World. At the base of the reading is Judgment. I don't think this is going to go well for Ronnie. Just don't think it yet at the base. In the past, yay, Ron, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wake up and smell the wokeness. I don't know what that means. I just said it. Has the term woke died down too a little bit? I haven't heard that as much. Now it's weaponization. At the top of the reading is the battle. This is just wands, so it's just a battle of words so far. A little heated. And in the potential near future, the Lovers. I just don't think Ron, because DeSantis is the governor of Florida, just don't think that he can separate Florida from Disney. There's a love affair with Florida and Disney. They may not like Disney's politics, some MAGA people, but they sure like the jobs, the money, the taxes. They like this relationship there. Internally, is this going to blow up on Ronnie? He's got the Two of Cups. So I don't think it's going to blow up on him because he's so tied to Disney here. Externally, there's going to be some kind of magician, some kind of magic deck that's going to happen up. Hopes and fears, the Queen of Swords. You better hope that the Queen of Swords doesn't need to come out, because I bet you she knows how to use that sword. And normally that's a legal card for me. But right now, where are we? We're in the illusion delusion stage. Is it going to blow up on him? King of Pentacles. So where do I go with this? Ron's doing that with the Seven of Pentacles. It's going to come down to finances and the Ace of Wands. No Tower. So it didn't really blow up on him. He's just going to have to smooth it over. At the base of the reading, the Nine of Wands, he's getting kind of beat up. Eight of Swords, pretty restricted. Hermit, I see this as him being alone, not shining any kind of light. And then we have King of Swords. I see him taking, like, trying to get out of what he's created. So they're going to come to some kind of agreement on this. All right, so I have time for one or two more, and then I gotta go. So, looking at Ukraine, going back to Ukraine again with this weaponization thing. Zelensky's been traveling around the world. The leaders of the G7 got together. Biden pledged training to Ukrainian pilots on the F-16, on our fighter jets. Now, he said that's going to happen. There was also another $3 billion in defense money that should have gone to Ukraine that didn't. And so the government found this out and said, oh, hey, we're going to give them another $3 billion. So it just boggles my mind. But is this, are we seeing the end? Are we seeing the end of, the beginning of the end of this horrific situation in Ukraine? Are we seeing the beginning of the end of? I didn't, when I first read on this, I go, it's not going to be long, but it's going to be too long. Even one day is too long. But I don't see it like years, although it is going into years now. More sanctions against Russia. Is all of this new push in support for Ukraine, is this going to end, be the start of the end, and bring peace to Ukraine and Russia? And again, I think about this, every time I think about this, I go back to think about a most benevolent outcome for Ukraine. Whenever you're watching readers and they do things, if we could just stop and pause and send some love and light out to that area, whatever areas, and I mean, we got enough areas. So, and there's enough of us that we can just send some light out to them. Most benevolent outcome, that these knucklehead politicians find love and kindness in their heart, and they make decisions with their heart, not with their pocketbook, not with their heads. Okay, is this all this new news that I'm hearing on support for Ukraine? Is it the beginning of peace? Is it a step towards peace? Temperance. It's a step towards balance. The challenge is Two of Wands. Looking overseas, looking at the world, making a decision. Just keep going. Okay. I just pulled 6 because this changes so much all the time. Okay. So we have the Temperance card being challenged by the Two of Wands. We got a decision to make. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep killing. Let's have peace. At the base of the reading, what do we all want? We want the sun. In the past, what do we want to let go of? The devil. Let it go. Stop being this puppet of whoever. At the top of the reading, I wish it was the King of Cups. It's the King of Swords. This king, you know, I prayed for that these leaders start thinking with their hearts and making decisions with their hearts instead of logic, whatever that is for them, because their logic is all messed up. We have, I think that's an owl. Yep. We have owl. We have him crazy as a bat too. Crow. And I believe that's a dragonfly. So this King of Swords is not just pulling out his sword and chopping people's heads off. He's paying attention to the wisdom. He's paying attention to the wisdom of the crow, the transformation of the dragonfly. And I have to look up bats. I like them, but I don't know what that means. And then the final card. It's the Three of Cups. It's women celebrating. And it's a little galactic issue up here too. This is near, this has Arcturian energy to it. So prayers do work. The Arcturians hear it, I think. Let's ask. E.T. And then we'll go, because I have an appointment. Okay. So I want to thank you all for joining in. Thank you very much. 254. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I get my big boy computer, maybe it'll be easier. I think I've narrowed it down, I think, to what I want. What do I want? What do I need? Two different questions. I don't need any more Lamborghinis, but I'm looking at Lamborghini computers, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's a fast one. That's powerful. Because I used to do video editing, and so I had to have powerful stuff. That was when I was smart. When I had brown hair. I found a single brown hair today. Pulled it out really quick. Oh no. I did pull it out. Okay. ET messages. And let's go back to the word that we started out with, the weaponization word. What's a better word when we think of Ukraine in the situation over there? When we think of our politics, instead of weaponization, what would be a better word to the ET guides? Does Satan law he passed if not having to post? Oh. E.T. What's the better word? And something that I've been thinking about too with words. Words versus symbols. Words are made up of letters that are made up of symbols. And what if we just looked at the symbols instead of the words and get more of a feeling of the symbols? That's been rolling around in my head. That's what I think about when I'm not on YouTube. Okay, ET galactic message. I'm just going to do 3 cards. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. We were talking about a different word for weaponization. Is it love? Is it peace? In the card that I got, it's, this is in the present, Zeta Reticuli, and it's returning the favor. What does that mean? What does it mean to you when you say weaponization? It means you're bringing that back in. For me, you're bringing it back into yourself. 8 and 2 is a 10. It's a completion card or a 1 card, 10 or 1. Starting something new. Let's let go of the weaponization. Let's bring something else in. And we have force of attraction. Orion light. It's the future. What do we want to attract to ourselves? Weapons or love and peace? And it kind of leaves a hole in the middle of our gut, doesn't it? And we can connect that with the correct words. And it's going to be kind of hard. It's going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be like where we are right now. And we have embracing the transition. We find it, I do especially, really kind of hard to embrace that transition, especially when I'm hanging on to things. So if I decide to let go of something, it's like, it's okay. You can have it. So there's a transition that we need to embrace. I'm not feeling it so much for the people who watch this channel. It's for the people who don't, embracing the transition. I mean, we all have a little bit of that, hanging on to things too tight. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I want to thank you all for watching. Short live. Short. Oh, somebody gave me $19. Thank you. I don't know who it is. When I get my big boy computer, I'll know. I'll be able to say thank you for that. Oh, there it was. Bronx Sage. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Have a great Friday weekend. Peace and love.